Hey, it's Angie. I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about the Breakout Box. This is available in our district, and so what the Breakout Box is that you have to kind of tell a story. So I used it to tell the scientific method and use the scientific method with my students. And so you'll see we have a wooden box. So this is what they start off with. They started off with a small one as well with some clues. And then they also started off with this letter here. And so the types of locks they had to break with this is a 4-directional, a 4-digit lock, a word lock, and a key lock. Okay. So what you'll see is that in my letter I have a QR code that goes to a video, which is a zombie apocalypse warnings. And then you'll see that amongst my letter here that there is bolded and capitalized letters. This has to do with the periodic table that's on the wall in my room where they would actually find their key to the small box. They also have the letters. These go with elements that are on the periodic table, which would be the 4-digit lock that is also here. That one was a tough one for them. I don't think I have anybody who solved that yet. Now with this, they would find the periodic table, they would open this up, and so once they get this unlocked, there was a clue inside, and then this led them to underneath their table where they would have found a map of St. Peter, and then they also found a UV light. So the map of St. Peter would go with the directionals, so I had an escape route that they had to follow and go to the directions of escape route. And then the UV light could be used on 3 different zombie advertisements that I had in my classroom to find the key to go to this lock. Okay. Now, along with that key that goes to that lock, they also received this article that I found online. So how to survive the zombie apocalypse using science. On the front side in UV pen, I have 219, or the code to the 3-digit lockbox. I'll explain where that was. But also on the other side here, if they looked closely, and it's tough to see for some of them, I have my name spelled out. If you go through, you can find letters that are italicized, so it spells my name. And so in my back pocket, I had this right here. So they were to take this and think, I'm actually in my greenhouse right now that's attached to my classroom. So this would have brought them here, because if they were confused, I say, so where would vegetarian zombies go in our classroom? They would have found this box, which is locked in here. Okay, so they would have used that 219 to unlock it and get this clue. Okay, to find your last clue, use your head near tasty treat for the dead. Now, some of them left this area, but actually, I had this guy sitting right here in the corner. Now, using the UV light, I have the word that goes along with the word lock that's on here. So it would spell out a word, and that's in UV on his forehead. And so they would have had to use the UV light to do that. So far, nobody has gotten all the way through, but they wanted to do it again on Monday. A couple of hiccups, of course. Make sure somebody runs through this for you to make sure that's correct. Now, in my classroom, I have 3 zombie advertisements. Now, depending on which location they were seated at in the classroom, they said something different between the 3. And that location would be where the key was. This particular group here would have had drawer beneath the planets. And so that would have been all the way over here. So I have my planet models in my drawers. And so it would be in this drawer here. So they had to find that in order to unlock one of the locks.
Well, the first step is to get this open. Yeah, that's what I'm breaking.
Yeah, you're not breaking that box. There's a clue that you're missing in my note to you. That's why I keep pointing at it.
Are there any numbers in there? Try you and I. There's no you. Right? put an A, it's not. There's not an A, because that's the beginning of the
Yeah,
sentence.
that's what I'm telling you.
Oh, sorry.
So there's
So there's
just
6.
an H.
Yeah.
Then
The thing is, we
wait,
already
when
have
the
an
H
H.
is there?
There's
two H's.
CK.
Oh,
Did you get
so then there's only
CK?
one
Did you
H.
get C?
Yeah, I got C's.
There's
Okay.
only one H, so.
Wait, what's the light?
Wait. These are like silicon and Butan.
So maybe that's just saying that's a plane between. So just do the bolded one.
the ultraviolet
Yeah.
light.
Okay, I'll
Because that might be too many.
Josie.
So,
Down.
The buzz!
Start here.
That's what I did.
Oh.
Okay, I'll try Zach.
Oh, that gonna fix for it? Thank you.
Did you try showing the light on this map?
Maybe.
Did you guys? They might be juking ourselves. Oh my gosh.
Yes, I'm recording you.
And don't let time run out. Check it periodically. Humanity is counting on you. Your science teacher, Miss Shelley. So Bennett already found the map. Found what? He found like something. I think it's part of the thing. I don't know why else there'd be a. I don't know why else there'd be a mapping. Can I just take out my phone to show my around? So read it. Try opening this window. Let me fix my hair.
I'm taking a video.
What's that noise?
You guys went to a different one.
I went on the edge.
Oh,